All right, guys. Next up is a Dixon Cutlery Company knife. This one's kind of unusual. The only thing I've been able to find on the history of it is a couple comments on Reddit. Somebody was asking about this. It looks like it was a company that maybe had imported knives, and they it wasn't like a manufacturer. They took them from Germany, I think the US, but this particular one is from Austria. So it's kind of neat. And apparently, from what anybody can see, it was in business in 1920, and that was it. So it's kind of funny, which would mean this would be over 100 years old, which makes that pretty neat. Yeah, and that's all I know about it. This knife shape, I don't know what it is. It's kind of I was looking at the shape chart that I found. It's kind of a sway back, but not really. And these blades, I can't really tell. This one's a pen blade, but this one, drop point, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Or not drop point, something else I'm not remembering at the moment. But yeah, it's it works pretty good without me doing anything. It's got the snap. I have no idea. This one's a mystery to me. What type of material this is? It seems like it's plastic, but 1920, did they have plastic? So of course that means what could be celluloid, could be wood, maybe. This inlaid part seems to be metal. It's actual inlaid part. It's not paint or anything. So that's kind of neat. It's got some damage, some cracking stuff. It's separating from the part. You can see little gaps in there between the covers and the actual blade part. So I don't know what type of material that actually is, but it's pretty solid. If anybody has any guesses or info, leave a comment. But yeah. So here we go. The usual, throw some oil on it. It's kind of interesting. I have bought one book on pocket knives. It only covers pocket knives in the US, so it's not real extensive. Apparently there's I think it's pronounced Goins encyclopedia out there that is just the Bible of these pocket knives that I could get, but it's really expensive, and I'm just not willing to spend $300 or $400 on that. So Googling and Reddit is about the best I'm going to do for these guys, I think. So the book I do have is kind of hit or miss where they find it. Like I mentioned, it was just in the US, so something a lot of times it doesn't find, especially when there's a lot of knives in Germany. The book I got is Big Book of Pocket Knives by Ron Stewart and Roy Ritchie. Yeah. Not much to say about this guy. Kind of running out of stuff to talk about, so just kind of describe them, oil them up. A lot of these knives I never would have, had I not actually separated them out and put them all out. I don't know if I ever would have seen any of them. A lot of these knives, all of my family members, including my grandfather, we would kind of take out a few rolls, look at a couple of them, get bored, and move on. And we wouldn't see all of them. So a lot of these things are a surprise to me. But yeah, this thing over 100 years old, if that's correct. I forgot that. works really well. Pretty solid, other than the, you know, kind of the cracks and the separation and stuff. It's a solid knife. Nothing wobbling around or anything. All these knives are pretty solid. I guess that's what happened when you never use them. It's definitely, I don't know if anybody would ever actually use these guys at this point. It's pretty antique-y. Pretty. Yeah, there you go. Dixon Cutlery Company, circa 1920s. Cool. All right, on to the next knives. Take care.